am back. Rudrance for the Black and White Network. If you're new to the channel, pop the subscribe button, like, comment, and as always, go check us out on podcast. I got J.R. Ewing with me for this video. This is a Saturday. Let's go. So as we know this week, criminal Jordan Neely had his funeral. Now, I don't know if you guys saw any of the footage, any of the clips, but it turned into a social justice activist rally, essentially. Only Democrat leftists will use a funeral in order to spark more racial divide in this country, in order to use it as a virtue signaling moment, in order to take political swipes at people. And enter in, look no further than the master social justice grifter himself, one Reverend Al Sharpton. That's right, Reverend Al Sharpton showed up to speak, to spark more discourse in a situation where you have a former Marine that heroically saved a bunch of people from a criminal on a subway. But instead of celebrating Daniel Penny, people are out to get him. The leftists on Twitter, the leftists on social media, Democrats out there, they're fit to be tied because a hero stepped up. A witness come out yesterday. I did a video on it. Slammed AOC and called Daniel Penny a hero. She was a person of color who said she felt threatened. And my God, the absurdness of plastering this guy's Michael Jackson impersonations all over the news, all over the mainstream media, this Michael Jackson impersonator. I watched clips yesterday, and at no point did they refer to this guy's lengthy criminal history, and by God, it is pertinent to the situation. Former actions can dictate, and it can project future actions. And why do you think former criminal behavior and your record is taken into account if you end up breaking the law and they bring you in? That's a thing. So they took the opportunity to go after Florida Governor Ron DeSantis. I mean, I don't know how this happens at a funeral. I can't even imagine why we would be bringing up a Florida governor when you're at a funeral up around New York. It makes no sense to me. All I can tell is they believe DeSantis is a threat politically. I do believe they believe that. I mean, Trump's going to win the Republican primary, but eventually it will be Ron DeSantis' day. Let's get to this. I mean, look, guys, if you get a chance, check out some footage from this funeral. It's a shit show. Truly. It's repugnant. I mean, the celebration of criminal, just in the same way that they turned George Floyd into a martyr, they are doing it all over again. Right in front of us. And it's so dangerous for the mainstream media to get out there and act like this guy was just a Michael Jackson impersonator. Nothing to see here. He wasn't a threat. Interesting, because the people on that subway have voiced that this is absolutely bullshit. That they did feel threatened. And Daniel Penny stepped in and did the heroic and the right thing. No longer do we celebrate the law-abiding citizen in this country. It's crazy. New York Post, Ron DeSantis fires back after Al Sharpton claims the governor at Jordan Neely's funeral. Save your breath. And Al Sharpton, of course, is mad because Ron DeSantis has squashed the DEI agenda in Florida. He's not going to have it in his school systems. Everybody is going to be treated as equal. We're not doing segregation in Florida, it seems. Hopefully not here in Texas either. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis' political team hit back Friday night after Al Sharpton criticized the 2024 presidential hopeful during a eulogy for a man who died in the New York subway system. New York authorities said Jordan Neely, 30, died on May 1 from compression of the neck after he was placed in a chokehold by Daniel Penny, a 24-year-old Marine veteran who is charged with one count of second-degree manslaughter. That is repulsive that they have charged this man. You remember when they used to give, keys to the city or keys to a town for somebody that does something heroic? This guy should get a key to the city. Plain and simple. His actions should be commended, should be heroic. DeSantis, also a veteran, praised Penny on Tuesday for taking action to protect others, saying, I think to be able to step in as a good Samaritan and protect people, I think that's something that was the right thing to do, and I don't think he should be prosecuted. Sharpton gave a eulogy for Neely at Harlem's Mount Naboy Baptist Church Friday morning, slamming DeSantis in his comments. Why are these comments being made at a funeral? It's just flooring to me. No good opportunity can be wasted to virtue signal and to play politics by Democrats. I know, Governor DeSantis, that you're putting Black history and the LGBTQ and the Latino out of the school, but I have a Bible to put in the governor's office, Sharpton said, because apparently you don't know what the Good Samaritan was. Jesus told a parable of the Good Samaritan. Oh my goodness, is he still acting like he's a reverend? Is that what we're doing? Are we still playing up that freaking bullshit charade? Okay. DeSantis press secretary Brian Griffin slammed Sharpton for his eulogy to attack the governor. Democrats never miss an opportunity, there you go, to take a political jab and to try to further divide our country. Even at a funeral, Griffin told Fox News Digital, save your breath, Reverend Sharpton. These attacks simply don't work on Governor DeSantis. He's not afraid to speak the truth. Sharpton said Neely's funeral, quote, they put their arms around all of us. We're not in here because of natural causes. We're here because of unnatural policies. Wow. I mean, you think that's not dangerous to go out there and use that kind of rhetoric? I mean, that's just projecting a lie. It is. This guy was a perceived threat. Daniel Penny stepped in to neutralize the threat. And the people that were on the subway have told you they believed that Jordan Neely was a threat. Why aren't you people hearing that exactly? What part of that doesn't compute? Here's the thing. It does compute, and they know it. They just don't give a damn. They're going to go out there and they're going to lie about this entire situation. This has nothing to do with race. Jordan Neely could have been a white dude. I, without a doubt, believe that Daniel Penny would have still stepped in and choked that dude out if he was white. I have no doubt in my mind. Because he wasn't doing that. He wasn't entering into that over the color of the guy's skin. It was over being a threat to commuters on that subway train, which, by the way, the subway system has become dangerous in New York and in Chicago. Man, it's unbelievable. If we have a shooting in this country, it's not an hour later that Joe Biden, instead of getting up there and sending thoughts and prayers and everything to the families involved and thanking the first responders, Democrats go up there, including Joe Biden, right after a shooting, starts talking about freaking gun policies. You got Al Sharpton slinging mud at Ron DeSantis during a funeral. And by the way, why is this career criminal's funeral on live television? Why is that happening? Question mark. For real? Man. Boy, if you can't see through this, I don't know what to tell you. Your common sense has checked out. If you can't blatantly see the agendas at work here. Tell me what you think, Black and White Network supporters. As always, Monday through Thursday, 10 a.m. Central Time on Rumble, Black and White News. That is where the live stream is done now. Also, you can support us on Locals. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.